Hello everybody, this is Becky again here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and I thought I'd come on and do the shading on this mandala so that I could start doing the frosting or the decorating on top of it. So I'm just going to do some shading. I'm going to pick up some colors that are close to what these are on here and just add a little shading. So whatever I do in one spot, I just have to go around my circle. So I'm thinking I'll do a little at the top underneath here, and I'm just using Crayola colored pencils that I picked up at the Goodwills. Anytime I see some, I buy them and I just throw them in this plastic tub. I'm not applying a whole bunch of pressure because it's better to lay pencils down in layers than to try to force it to be straight color immediately. Hi Teresa, hi Kathy. So I'm just gonna, because I'm cutting my mandala out, this is gonna be where I start my sections, because since I'm shading, these colors are pretty close. And Tippy got mad at me because I made him move. And so, yeah. He stomped off mad. You know how cats do. So I'm just visualizing that this flap is coming up and there's a shaded area up under here. And I figured that's where I'd start because that was easy to pick out. And if I go over my lines at all, it's not a problem because I'm going to go back over all those black lines again later with a black gel pen. Preferably a glaze pen, a glaze gel pen, because it kind of stands up from the page, or it appears to. And Scott is doing some study guides for his students, so I figured I would come on and do my shading on this, and then another day we'll do the frosting, the added oompa that makes mandalas so pretty. Yeah, he'll get over it. He'll get over it. So what are you two up to tonight? However many's here. Got 4 people here. 3 counting me. Woohoo! And it probably doesn't look like I'm doing much, but it does change the value. I just want to get those journals filled, and unless I come on more often to finish out some of this stuff, it's not going to happen before the end of the month. I have 7 more things I need to make for the Advent calendar, and we'll be doing that giveaway on Tuesday at noon my time. And you have to be present to win, and you have to be a subby, and you have to be in the USA, because shipping overseas or over the country lines is prohibitive right now. All right. So I'm just going to leave that there. And then maybe we'll, let's see here. I thought I saw a pencil sharpener in here too. Hey, Vicki, I'm sorry I gave you a heart attack. You didn't forget any swap. I just came across those patterns and I said, well, Vicki might like those. And I noticed them again. I had them here with your name on them. And I said, well, you know what? I'm doing a mailing. Pop those in the mail and she can get them when she gets home from her travels. So I'm hoping Anne is sitting back with a cocktail in hand, celebrating the finish of her room, or as close to it as she's going to get at this point for right now. I hope they finish it. They told her by Friday it would be finished. And I didn't start at the same place, but I think with this one I can kind of tell where I started. I know she'll be glad to have that done. So who else have I watched today? Hung out with Katinka for a while. And I did my live and I did a window page in our little thankfulness journal. So if you missed that earlier, that's there to watch. And I looked up a video on how to make a crocheted ornament of the Grinch. So that's done. And that was a video tutorial on YouTube. And it was pretty easy. Mine looks nothing like hers because I'm using, you know, what I have right here on hand. And I think the eyeballs are too big. So mine's a little leaning toward the creepy side, but he's still cute. I did expand it though, and I gave him hair. Yeah, I saw your video of that accident. Oh my word. Scott just brought this to me. This is what's on his desk right now.
He said, stop looking at these papers.
You need to pet Howard. Not do that. I'll get this lime green here. So now I'm gonna do this instead. Scott and I went to Lizard's Thicket for dinner tonight. I got the chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, apples, stewed apples with cinnamon on them, and coleslaw. I couldn't remember. I don't care for their cornbread. It's sweet. They put sugar in it. Ugh. It tastes like cake. I don't want it to taste like cake. Yuck. I was like, okay, if you want to call that Grinch a prince, you go ahead. That is funny. But I've been having fun making things up to fill that advent calendar I'm giving away. Been having fun making stuff. So whoever wins it'll have a fun month, I think. I wish I could do it for everybody, but there's only one me. I don't know that this looks like it's doing anything, this lime. I think Greg's getting ready to go to Rachel's. He seems to be gathering things to go to her place. Hey, Howard. I saw you on the desk next to Dad. I did. He showed me the evidence. Maybe I'll take some of this and just come around here. I think the cats think it's time to go to bed because they keep surrounding us like, it's time to go to bed. Cole, don't be a jerk. Scott was watching this video of this guy that put on a cat mask and he was going meow at his cat and the orange cat attacked his head. I was like, got just what he asked for, doing that nonsense. Oh yeah, this looking good. Get to go out for a movie on Friday, and Scott gets to hang at the house and have an evening on his own. And it'll be fun. Get to spend time with my baby sister. She doesn't like to be called the baby, but she is the youngest. So you can see the shading does help it give a little dimension. Hey, Pam. So let's see what we can do on that purple with violet pencil. And I'm sharpening. Man, that plane is low. We've got some weird cloud cover. Scott kept saying, it looks like rain. And I was like, it looks like something. I don't know what. I should have took a picture and posted it. I need to take some phone, go through the pictures on my phone and on the cloud and get rid of any of the duplicates and that kind of thing. Open up some space. Remember when we used to get the pictures printed and we actually would go back and look at our pictures? And now we just have pictures and pictures and pictures and don't do anything with them. Now we just have disc and disc and disc of pictures. I should go through and just print some that I really, really like of Scott and I and do a picture album up for Greg for remembrances of when his parents were younger. I ought to do that. And then if they all got lost, he'd still have a little book of us. All my baby pictures were lost to the craziness. The cats have like a quarter bushel basket type thing that I put all their cat toys in, and Howard's been pulling them all out. So it's like a cat toy obstacle course. Ooh, hail. Yuck. Greg is 39, and I think Rachel's 33. So he's 6 years older than her. They had plans to do some canning together this weekend, but he has to work. They're moving the warehouse he works at out here by Amazon, so he's got to work to help get, because he's maintenance, he's got to help get all of the final building stuff going. Tippy, stop it. I can hear you over there tearing on stuff. He's being such a little jerk. All right, let's see. I want a nice red here. I just thought I'd do. I don't know. We'll see. I know several of my nieces and nephews have decided they're not having kids, so they've deemed them too expensive. So we'll see. It's okay if I don't do that, or they don't do that. All right, let's see. I think I put some shading on everything except the balls and the little purple slices in the middle. I'd really like hi language. Cole. Y'all, please don't fight while I'm live. So did anybody see any of the meteors that were supposed to have fallen the other night? 'Cause I didn't see anything. I've got too many lights around me to see much anything. violet. I think that's violet purple. Oh, it's warm in here. It's because I got all these lights on. I don't know what my husband's doing in there. He gave me a scare the other night. He got really, really hot and thought he was going to pass out. Looked it up and his blood sugar had dropped too fast. So we got to keep an eye on that better. You didn't see anything, but it's been really cloudy. Yeah, we'll see what they do. I'm just kind of going over this whole thing with additional color because I didn't really care for that light purple in there. So then I have to go and think about what kind of doodles I'd like to add to these. Doodles. The icing is nothing but doodles. And I'm going to do that, and we'll do a separate video for that. And then that way everybody can like go shade your mandala. See, I just added just a tiny bit of shading. And there you go. We'll see how it does as I add the rest too. So I'm going to let you guys go, and I will see you in the next video or the next live or whatever. Bye.